And you wonder why Christianity is one of the biggest, or like I guess we'll just use Catholics. I know that they, and I'm, well, this is where it's going to get interesting because Catholicism is like one of the biggest religions that are mocked.
And are we just talking about the Catholic, just the Catholic in general, or Christianity
in general? Christianity in general,
because that would be the base, and then we have like the Pentecostal, Orthodox.
But Catholics is like the biggest. Of them all, I guess, from Christianity and then like Christianity and then like the religions within. Excuse me, Christianity. Yeah. I just know firsthand because I grew up Catholic, so sense. I'm just like, whoa.
You're speaking from experience. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, it's I don't know. I understand both points of views. I do agree with Ryan at the end of the day because, I'm Christian.
Yeah.
So we're going to get mocked. We're going to get walked on, or at least, people are going to make fun of what we're saying or what we believe in.
Or how we live our lives.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, we have our own faith. They have their own. I can respect, whatever they're saying as long as they're being respectful to me.
Of course.
So
I think it comes down to more like I'm just gonna pick on atheists or any non-believers. I mean, an atheist is not a non-believer, but anybody who doesn't follow God does do the picking. I'm always going through the comments and stuff like that on our posts and the TikTok ones. There was one, I forgot. I think it was John talking, and then somebody was saying, some of us eventually grow up and we don't follow that fairy tale anymore or something. I'm like, damn, bro, like what happened to you almost? And it's like, clearly that was somebody who was a believer who stopped believing, probably because they have their own reasons. They want to, they have their own reasons. I'm not here to, get on that person, but they have their own reasons. But it could even go from somebody who used to be a believer to not a believer anymore, and anybody else who's just naturally a non-believer. Like, it's always the mockings that comes from them. But I rarely see like Muslims or anybody else who mocks Christianity. They'll challenge it. They'll challenge the Bible, versus the Quran. But I've never really seen anybody that follows a different religion mock another one. They'll challenge it, but not mock it.
Right.
But I have a strong, not a strong, but I usually see non-believers do the most mocking and in the most disrespectful way too. It's kind of like, how do you have the audacity to mock something?
Yeah.
But then it goes into that thing: is that person okay? Because you know how when there's a bully and somebody's bullying somebody, like there's a reason why that person is being a bully. Like there's something deep down broken in them. Then the question is that person who mocks religion, is there something deep down wrong with them, or are they just?
Well, everybody's lives are different. Everybody goes through different things. Maybe that person lost a family member and they're questioning, they were a believer before, and this crazy experience happens where they lose a family member and they're like questioning God now, and
now they're frustrated.
And it just pushes them away. There's a lot of different things that we don't know. So at the end of the day, I try to respect everybody's opinions. For the people that are non-believers, I was listening to Cliff. I don't remember his last name.
I know what you're talking
and it was a non-believer and asked, prove to me that the Bible is true, is correct, right? And he's like, I'll prove to you the Bible is real when you prove to me that George Washington really
existed.
Right, and did what he did, or prove to me something in history that happened. And I'm like, got him right there.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh wow, I never really thought about it like that. And I don't remember exactly what he went on with,
I know
but
where
he
you're
was saying that
going
the Bible was like was written by first person
narrative, first hand experience.
I can't remember the exact wording that they used, but it was first person. It was written in the first person. I mixed up all my words now, but it was something among those lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because that question
prove to me that God is real.
That a non-believer had was a question that I had. So I'm like, oh wow, the way that he kind of worded that and made me feel a lot better, about it, because we're always gonna have questions. We're always gonna. I don't want to say question the faith, but I guess maybe in the beginning you will, and I'm still, it's been a few months that I've really been diving into my faith, so of course I'm still gonna have those questions along the way.
I still have questions, bro.
Yeah, and I feel like we always will be. We'll always have questions, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just you want to question it, but then also do your own, research and. Like, you can't be asking all these questions if you haven't read the Bible.
That part. And a lot of people, and you said that perfectly, bro. So many people will bash on Christianity, bash on things, but they never even bother opening the Bible and trying to learn. I think that's where the term ignorance is bliss, where people think everything's fine and dandy, but they're being ignorant and not doing any research themselves. They're just going based off their feelings and their emotions. I'm a victim of that. I've given my opinion on things that I've never researched on, and then I look back like, bro, I was such an idiot. Like, I look at myself and I cringe, like, oh god, I get those like crickets crawling up my back or something, just like cringe. I was like, bro, you were so stupid. Why'd you even open your mouth saying that stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
and that's the same
there's
thing with
examples of us doing that on the pod.
Oh, clearly, yeah, because we're learning as we grow.
Exactly.
Thank you for anybody who gives us that time to learn as we grow. But yeah, it's there, and like when I see non-believers bashing on stuff, it's like, dude, do your research. And even,
well, at the end of the day, there's always going to be haters too. So I mean, it's going to be in everything that you do. Oop, I don't know why that was so loud. God. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's going to be haters. We just got to move forward and keep a positive mindset and be optimistic and pray for those that are hating on on our beliefs. Yeah. And if they have their own beliefs, then I'll pray to my God that they are able to get to where we're hopefully going to end up. And I hope that they'll do the same for me.